who's going to pour into our student athletes as people, who's going to care about them in the classroom, who's going to care about them off the court, who's going to have interest in their families, who's going to have interest in what they want to do after college. That's sort of our first core tenet that we look for in our coaches. And I think this one will ring true to a lot of us. The second thing we're looking for is somebody who's going to embrace the place, we say. Embrace JU. JU has so much to offer. JU has so much good about it. And so we want to focus on all those good things about Jacksonville University and find somebody who's going to do the same. And then the third thing that we look for, and there's several other things, but the third thing of the top three things is a diverse set of experiences. Somebody who's been at many different places, different levels of the game, who can bring sort of the good from each of those places, each of those stops, to Jacksonville University. And so we found ourselves talking to Special Jennings. And we have been very interested and excited about the opportunity to get back to where we were just a short while ago in women's basketball. We were a huge part of the community at Jacksonville University in Northeast Florida. Obviously, we won a lot of basketball games. And the first person who called me about Special was Yolette McPhee-McEwen, who Yolette was the head coach here, as many of you know, during our most successful time. And Yolette said, as Yolette can only say, this is a sure thing. This is a must-have. Special is the candidate. And I took the measured approach, and we interviewed Special, we talked, we did all our due diligence, and without a doubt, Special was the right candidate. Just a little bit about Special. She comes to us from Montverde Academy, which she was the head coach of Montverde for 3 years. In those 3 years, she rebuilt the program, had a 68-6 record, won back-to-back national championships. I like that. Was 26-1 this past season. Had 14 Division I players come from Montverde in just those 3 years. Naismith Coach of the Year nominee. Just last weekend or 2 weekends ago, she was on NBA TV as a USA Basketball assistant coach. She was an associate head coach before that at Illinois Chicago. She was an assistant coach at Flagler, so she knows the region well. And Scott Manzi will like this one. She was a point guard at Xavier and took them to the Elite Eight while Scott Manzi was in school. And he remembers that fondly. So with all of that, I want to welcome Special Jennings to say a few words. And for the media, thank you for being in attendance. After Special's finished, she will answer questions in the library area, so she'll conclude and we can just meet her back in the library area right to my 2 o'clock position. So with all of that, please welcome Special Jennings.
Good afternoon. I was going to say good morning. Good afternoon. Okay, look. Wait a minute now. Good afternoon. Okay, there we go. First of all, I want to thank Alex for the introduction. I want to start off by saying I am honored, I'm humbled, and I'm excited about this experience. Obviously I want to thank God, who is the head of my life, my wife's life, and has ordered these steps for me. In the same breath, I would like to thank President Cost, Alex Ricker-Gilbert, and D. Brown Sr., who was so diligent in this process. Man, I'm not speechless. I'm not at a loss for words. I'm just trying to take it all in. I am incredibly grateful and elated to be a part of the JU family. It has been an indescribable 8 days from calls to texts to emails. I'm just thankful to be the head coach at Jacksonville University. There's a new era here. You know, Coach Alex, as he said, you know, I'm here to not only win championships, obviously, but to help the young ladies or the young women that graduate from Jacksonville University win life, right? What that looks like is success once the ball stops bouncing. Giving them the tools necessary to navigate a world that is big and full of obstacles and detours and roadblocks, and giving them the tools necessary to navigate that. That's winning for me. That's what winning looks like. Being invited to baby showers and weddings and graduations and nursing, I don't know what the word is called, but yeah, there you go. That's winning. And my job, my duty, is to make sure that the experience for each and every student athlete is just one to remember. We will definitely be one of the best assembled staffs. I believe that. You know, I've worked with several of the current or the staff that coming in. I've worked with a few of them. Aaron was the associate AD at Montverde Academy. Obviously, Rashad is the assistant coach at Montverde Academy right now. Caleb Gordon came highly recommended. Has some great people in her corner. And just being around her, I can obviously see that the young ladies respond to her very well. Ivana Boyd, who I recruited and played at Flagler, who's on staff at Longwood, phenomenal. So I definitely believe that the staff is going to be dynamic, and we're going to do some great things. Student athletes, you know, I was talking earlier to Davina. My goal is to bring Jacksonville women's basketball back to national prominence, okay? Making alumni come back, making alumni excited to be a part of, giving them something to brag about, right? So that's definitely a goal of mine. I want this program to be Duval's women's basketball program. What that looks like is it's not about Special Jennings. It's not about me. I always believe that being a head coach is just basically being in a marriage with everyone else that is a part of the program. I'm going to give up the I for an us to do whatever's necessary and best for the program, so that, again, each and every person that touches this program can have success and be successful. My players, we're in a marriage, right? 50-50, all right? So that's what it looks like for me. Your unwavering support obviously will be very much needed. We're going to need everyone, from student affairs to the president. We want everyone to be excited, be a part, and be happy. So thank you all again for coming. It was a great honor, and I am stoked and super excited to be the new head women's basketball coach at Jacksonville University.